It heats up and goes live. Let's see. Oh, so this screen pops up. Perfect. We are live. So, all right, everyone. This is the first inning radio show. We have a good one today. This is more like a response video to MLB Grunt Talks.com. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. But it's some pretty cool kids that talk about baseball and sports. And this very special episode, we're going to talk about the Yankees salary cap and how will it be affected for the 2021 season and beyond for the Yankees, and can the Yankees buy a world championship, which they could, I believe, and that's what we're going to talk about here today. I have with me at a disclosed location, Raja, the big Yankee fan. Say hello, Raja.
Hello, good evening, BX Bomber, and hello, Michael. I
Yeah, and
feeling a little bit under the weather today, so
hold on.
my chest is bothering me a little bit. So I'm not looking my best. So I didn't come on video, but I'm on audio, so I'm doing well. Good to talk to you, Michael.
Well, yeah. Also, on the line, I'm gonna have Michael Caputo on the line talking some baseball too. He's been a good guy commenting online. Say hello, Michael.
How you doing, man? You hear me?
Hopefully, can you hear him, Roger?
Yes, I can hear Michael.
I hear him. I hear him, but he's a little muffled, but I can hear him.
All
I can
right,
hear him.
perfect. Yeah,
Move
it's
a little
the
closer.
I gotta raise my speaker
Yeah,
here. But
yeah,
yeah,
that's
man.
why.
I came across this article from these guys for MLB Grunt Sports, and it's more about the salary cap.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
the Yankees want to sit under 200 million, as they say, right? But it looks like the second luxury tax tier is 230 million, and the first tier is 210 million. But I believe with the Yankees payroll, which is what, uh, it's
Well,
roughly around 180 million, 170 million, right? The Yankees
they
payroll, I
have quite
guess,
a lot of money off
Yeah.
the books as of right
right?
now because of the pending free agents and have not signed anyone at this point. So there is money off the books as of this point in time.
So there's plenty of money right now with the current team they got right now. They got plenty of money to buy some players. Am I correct or am I
Yeah.
bugging?
Yes, they are. They could definitely, absolutely sign players. They could sign 3 players or 4 players. I mean, their payroll is not even like under their payroll's not even over the luxury tax. So I don't know what we're doing here. They could sign 2 pitchers. They could sign Bauer. They could re-sign LeMahieu, and they could sign that catcher that you said, Molina or McCann. So yeah, I don't know
Check
what they're
this
doing.
out, right? Um,
Yeah.
I saw an article about Yadier Molina, right?
Hmm.
And Molina
Hmm.
said he wants to win the championship. It's not about money, and he's
Yeah.
looking for a 2-year deal. That's
Yeah.
perfect for the Yankees, right there.
Yeah,
You can pay
I
this
don't have a
guy
problem with
like
that.
12
The only
million.
thing is he's too old, but I take him over Sanchez any day. I think he's better than Sanchez, way better. I
Cause
mean, he's a
look,
veteran player. He's a two-time champion. He's got 2 rings. I would take him.
yeah, from this article, right? Gary
Yeah,
Sanchez is 5.5 million,
yeah,
right? So you can pay this guy another 10, and you can pay Molina about 13, 14 million for the 2 years.
yep,
You know, each year 14, something like that. Right? Now we
yeah.
got a catcher that is
Yankees have
clutch.
to decide by
Uh-huh.
Wednesday, tomorrow at 8 p.m., whether they are going to tender Gary Sanchez, and it would be about 5 or 6 million that they would have to commit to him, and they have until 8 p.m. Tomorrow evening to
I would
decide.
trade him. I would trade him, and you can trade him and Michael Andujar. Cause see, Michael Andujar, Miguel Andujar, he's he's down in the Dominican Republic playing winter baseball, and he's not doing so well. I don't even know why he's not even starting anymore.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So something's wrong going on with him now. Um, Domingo Herman, he looks real good pitching down there right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I'm
those
not
are
really a big I'm not really a big fan of Domingo Herman, and it goes beyond what he did to his wife that he hit her. I just don't. I think that guy's just a one hit wonder. I just think he's going to be a bust. I mean, I don't think he's going to like have a year like he did 2 years ago. I think he's just going to be a. I don't know. I don't think he's the anti Domingo Herman. They need two pitches. The Yankees. They need to get two starters. And with this rotation that we're currently going into, I don't think the Yankees are a World Series team. They just not.
And
They
Michael,
need two.
I wanted to tell you that I was looking at a little bit of information about what the Yankees could potentially do, and the Yankees could potentially, depending on how Cashman feels, be looking at another Japanese pitcher named Tomoyuki Sugano, and he could be on the Yankees' radar. And he is similar in age to Masahiro Tanaka. They are both about 31 years old. And he played for the Yomiuri Giants, and he could be posted as early as this week. And he has a 2.34 earned run average career over 8 years with a 4.59 K to walk ratio, and he has 1,216 career strikeouts and only having 265 walks. And he has won the Sawamura Award twice, which is kind of like our Cy Young. And it would have to be depending on which way Cashman would be leaning for Tanaka or Sugano at this point, but that is a possibility now.
you're actually right. I just put up a picture from the New York Post about the article, and people could read it for themselves or whatever. It's on the thing. But check this out. These guys don't last in major leagues, man.
Nah.
They're overrated. They're more like minor league pitchers to me. You know what I'm saying? Because then whatever happens, they come here and they get hurt all the time. All of them get hurt. All of them. And they all get Tommy John surgery. Every single one of them. Down to the Yu Darvish and the other guy on the Angels over there. He got.
Oh yeah, Bronx Palmer. Don't mind if I just in a three-way thing, or.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
All right, yeah, because he wanted to talk Yankees too. He loves the Yankees. He's a big Yankee fan.
Yeah, but.
Uh,
So that's what. But these guys don't last. What do you think, Roger?
He was going to call.
Well, I think BX Palmer that Tanaka, he did have the injury to the arm, held off on Tommy John surgery, and he held off, and the ligament has not given him trouble over a 7-year period after that first year of having the problem with the ligament. And I look at Tanaka with a little bit more than you do, actually. Tanaka had a 3.47 earned run average last year, and sometimes I feel that the grass is not always greener on the other side of the fence. When you're looking for someone else. So I would still strongly think about re-signing Tanaka, and they could also look into this pitcher Tomoyuki Sugano. They're both similar in age, both Tanaka and Sugano, but I do understand what you're talking about with the Japanese pitchers. But I think Tanaka has been pretty good. But I do remember Hideki Arabu. That was a bust back in the late 90s.
Yeah. How much do you pay him?
He may be cheaper than Tanaka at this point, but I did not see anything about what the Yankees would be offering him. But they would have to pay a posting fee. They would have to pay the posting fee to the Yomiuri Giants.
I don't want Tanaka,
for the man.
Yeah, I think it's no on Tanaka, man, because
I don't want Tanaka.
Yeah, because we can get just as good as Tanaka for a way cheaper price somewhere else. No name or whatever.
We've been through Tanaka already, man. For 7 years already. Enough is enough with Tanaka.
Yeah, it's already a lost dream, man, with this guy.
Yeah, we can go out and get a better pitcher. I mean, there's better pitchers out there than Tanaka. I don't honestly know what Brian Cashman's doing, but this is why I don't like Brian Cashman as a general manager. I mean, there's good pitchers available. Why would you want to risk Nolan Tanaka when they could sign Trevor Bauer and they could trade for a pitcher? I don't like. This is why the reason the Yankees never win, because we bring back the exact same team every single season.
thinking that we're gonna win. Yeah, and there's a and what happens with Yankee fans is that they get attached to these players and they don't want to let them go. You
They
know?
have a lot of loyalty to their players, but there's got to be a point in time where you have to say like goodbye. I mean, you can't keep bringing back the same exact team every single year. You got to like make changes. Because the Yankees' problem with them is they have
Well, Michael,
they're low on pitching. They have to add like
Michael,
lefty hitting.
Hold on,
there is a
hold on.
possibility right now. This is just in the rumor stage, but the Philadelphia Phillies have had some serious financial problems last year. The Philadelphia Phillies serious financial problems, and there is a possibility that they might be thinking about trading Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola is a super quality pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies, and he is signed through 2022 at a grand total of $32 million, and he has a 58 wins at 40 losses career record and a 1.16 WHIP with 922 Ks. And the Yankees could offer something to the Phillies in the way of Clint Frazier or Andujar. And the Phillies, who are in serious financial problems, might possibly be thinking about it. So right now, this is just in the rumor stage, but there is uh, Tomoyuki Sugano from Japan, and maybe a possibility of Aaron Nola. But right now, that's just in rumor stage.
I mean, I take Aaron Nola, but I mean, I don't know if I just don't know if it's possible if the Yankees are going to pull the trigger on that trade. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know.
he's just. I believe he's just a name at this point, Aaron. No, he's just a name at this point. We need a guy that is young, has something to
he's
prove.
young. Aaron Nola is only 25 years old. He's young.
Yeah, well, but I don't even think he wants to play for the Yankees though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a possibility. I don't even know if that's going to happen. I think that's like a long shot, but I mean, I would take him. I mean, he would be a really good number two. But to be honest with you, I'd rather sign Trevor Bauer. I'd rather have him as a number two than Nola.
Yeah, we can get at least two priority pitches. I think we
need two. Yeah, we definitely need two pitches. We got to get two.
We can buy two. We can buy two. Actually, they have enough money to buy two, and then if they really want, they can trade Gary Sanchez. If they pick up Molina, right? If they pick up Molina, let's say, they can really trade Sanchez for another pitcher, and you'll have like 4 pitches right there.
Yeah, I don't know what's this luxury tax problem that they have. They don't really have a luxury tax issue. Why is their goal to always stay under the luxury tax every single year? I mean, they say this every season. Last year, they signed Garrett Cole. Look how much money they gave him. They gave him $324 million for 9 years. Why now is it a problem? It's always a problem for them, and then they lie the Yankees. Like they always say that, and they sign somebody. They always do this every year.
That's true, and then they sign, but majority of the time they sign the wrong guy too. You know what I mean?
Well, remember they signed Cole. Took them 10 years to make a big splash. Before Garrett Cole, they signed CC Sabathia. So it wasn't for a while since they signed someone big. But I don't like how they always talk about the luxury tax. Like, why don't they just screw the luxury tax and just say we want to win the World Series? It's like this team's not serious about winning. They just all they care about is luxury tax, and Bobby Pope wrote something on the comments. He said that they're in trouble with the luxury tax, but I don't think they are. They have a lot of money left. I mean, if you let Happ go, Gardner go, Tanaka, they don't re-sign Tanaka and sign Paxton. There's a lot of money coming off the books right there. Yeah. They could sign 3 players.
And Madam,
well,
but wait,
but Michael, is that.
But also,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, BX.
Hold on. If you buy 2 quality pitchers right now off the market, which they have the money to do, right?
Yeah.
Now you can get rid of some of these bullpen guys. That's freeing up some money right there.
Well, the only bullpen guy I see them getting rid of maybe is probably Ottavino. Tommy Kahnle, nobody's going to want him because he's got Tommy John surgery. So I don't know anybody's going to take him. I mean, the Yankees could easily release him because he's coming off of Tommy John. But, I mean, who's going to want to take a guy that's coming off Tommy John surgery? I don't know who's going to want him.
Yeah, I don't like him neither. What you going to say, Roger?
I said I believe they already did release him. And also, we all know that Hal Steinbrenner does not operate like his dad, George, did. And Hal is also saying that, with no fans in the stadium last year, The Yankees make a lot off of the Yes Network and the television contracts, but
That's always
Hal
an
was
excuse.
saying that with no fans in the stadium, that they had lost the most money of any Major League Baseball team. So
I've heard that.
Hal just doesn't operate the way George does.
No, he doesn't. But still, I mean, I understand they lost more money than anybody and they have the fans, but can't like pivot and give up the whole season because of this. I mean, they're still the New York Yankees and they have a ton of money. I mean, they're worth like $5 billion.
They still spending 1996 money.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They still spending 19. They still got that Jeter money up in there. They got that Jeter money still floating around. You know what I mean?
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know why. But what kills me is for the last 6 years, man. 6 years. The Yankees put up a good squad. They go into spring training. They need help with pitching. And Cashman does nothing to help the pitching staff. They don't buy nobody or get no. Yeah, always. And then they destroy the playoffs. And then the pitchers are tired, and they can't even pitch a game in September. You know what I mean? And then it's like you bringing in a tired team into the playoffs, kind of.
The bullpen is always burnt out by the playoffs because they have no pitching, and by the time the playoffs come, all those relievers are burnt out. This is why they need pitching, and they don't listen to any of the fans when we keep saying they need pitching. All they do is just keep beefing up the bullpen and the lineup, and we need pitching. We need like that 1-2 punch with Garrett Cole. We need another pitcher after Cole. We need like a solid number 2 pitcher. We need a great number 2 pitcher, and they don't listen to the fans. They just keep going after hitting and
man.
bullpen.
Well, we need.
Don't forget Pecorino will be back, but it won't be until about mid-season.
I'm not counting on him.
But we need that. Hold on. But we need that structure of that 1998 team. Like they had the closer, the setup man, the specialist. You know what I'm saying?
That again.
I
don't think you can see that again. What do you think, Roger?
No.
Well, as it is these days, starting pitchers. The Yankees really had some of the fewest innings from their starting pitching. And if they completed 5 innings, they were doing well, the Yankees. And, many of these starting pitchers only go 6 innings, but I do know what you're talking about in 96 with Graham Lloyd and Ramiro Mendoza and, John Wetland and Mariano just came in, that they had one heck of a bullpen at that point in time.
But the thing is though, they all had a special ability.
Yeah.
Oh yes, they were all different types of pitchers. You had Graham Lloyd, you had Ramiro Mendoza, you had John Wetland that worked as the closer that year. Pretty much.
They also had John. They had what's his name? Oh, they had Stanton, Mike Stanton.
Mike Stanton, yes. Exactly. And Nelson, you met Nelson face to face. Did you tell Michael that you met Nelson face to face?
Yeah, Jeff Nelson. Yeah.
Keith Garvey.
Yeah, man. They had some specialty guys that matter of fact, I don't even think you find that in any of baseball now. What do you think?
Yeah, and you know what it was though? See, back then we didn't need to buy any names. When we won those 4 championships, that's what I liked. We didn't have to go out there and break the bank. Now we have to do it because we don't have those type of players anymore. It's like we're forced to do it. But we did try to rebuild the team again because if you remember, we tried to do that from the ground up in 2016. We were trying to, we were sellers. We were trying to rebuild everything over again. But look what happened. And then we were 1 year away. Well, actually, we were ahead of schedule. We were going to win the World Series in 2017, and we lost. So Yankees were like doing the right thing. They were trying to rebuild their team, but they failed. So now they're going back to buying it again, and they fail with that. So it's like I told you, like whatever way they try to do it, they can't win.
They brought those kids up 1 year too early. The Severinos, the Sanchez, and all those guys.
Yeah, they did bring them up a little too early, but hey, they were ahead of schedule. No one thought they were going to go to the ALCS that year.
No, nobody thought it, but they played a hell of a game that year, though. I don't take it away from
them. But they beat the Indians the way they did. The Indians took a 2-0 lead.
Hold on, what you said, Roger? Say it again.
I said what was fantastic was the way they came back against the Indians that year after being down 2-0. and we had we had that the win over Kluber in Game 5, which was fantastic. And then they moved on to play the Astros, and in that series against the Astros, the home team won every single game. The Yankees won all the games at Yankee Stadium,
Yeah.
and the Astros really shut the Yankees down in Houston. You know, the Yankees really had a hard time scoring in Houston that year.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true, man. I don't think, and my thing is, you beat these guys all year, beat them up, beat them up. Then when we get to the playoffs, we scared of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now we can't even hit this guy now. You know
He's
what I
over now.
mean? Now these guys is looking like Roger Clemens and Nolan Ryan on the mound, and these
Yeah.
guys is striking out, swinging,
Yeah.
or looking.
That happened.
You
I
know, because you know what? I think they go on a lot of guessing too.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
all they do. They second guess. And I told you, this team is not built for a World Series. They have too many guys that hit home runs, too many guys that strike out. They don't have we need 5 DJ LeMayus on this team, really. We need 5 DJ LeMayus line up.
man, that'll be any team's dream, man, to have just one LeMayu. You know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully the Yankees pick this guy up. What they got to do it this week, man.
Yeah, I was just going to say now. So when do you think he's going to get signed? It's December 1st now. I think it's going to be this week because tomorrow's the non-tender deadline. So I thought they were going to get this out of the way and sign him first, and then they can focus on pitching. I don't know why the Yankees are making this drag with this. Just sign this guy, get it over with, and we can focus on pitching. I just want to get this over with already.
He should have been signed before the season ended last year.
Yeah, he should have been signed last season. He should have been signed in the regular season last year.
Yo, as soon as he got the Silver Slugger Award, was it the Silver Slugger? What?
Yeah.
He got the Silver Slugger Award, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Right? I would have signed him that
they
next
really
day.
dragged their feet. They dragged their feet by the
batting
bench.
title should have convinced you.
What? The next day I would have got him. The next day I would have got him.
I mean, I don't
Right.
think they're going to let a guy go that bad. It's 364. I doubt the Yankees are definitely signing him back. There's no way they're going to let him go.
But I think the last person to win a batting title was who? A-Rod?
On the Yankees, believe it or
I
not,
think it goes all the way back to Paul O'Neill. Oh wait, Bernie
O'Neill,
Williams.
yes, he's right. Paul O'Neill, 1994, and that was the strike year too. It was,
Wow.
But what about Bernie Williams? Didn't Bernie Williams get it?
yeah, Bernie Williams, 1998. I forgot. Yeah, Bernie won in '98. So yeah, that was the
Right.
last one.
Wow. So look at that, man. Out of all those Yankees that came through the Yankees, because the Yankees is like a whore now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like so many people ran through us. Like we're like the hood whore, right?
Oh,
So
and I was going to say
imagine
something
how many-
else.
Huh?
DJ LeMayu is the only player that won 2 batting titles in each league. LeMayu won in the National League and the American League batting titles.
Wow, he did like a Frank Robinson type of thing, right?
Yep.
Yes, one with the Rockies and one with the Yankees.
Wow. We never thought we would ever see that, I think, right?
No, we haven't. Nope.
That's a good feat, man, for real.
What
And
were you saying? I'm sorry, Bomber. So what were you saying now? I didn't mean to interrupt. What were you saying before? About the whore? You called the Yankees a whore?
Oh yeah, you know how many people ran through the team already?
Yeah.
You know, it's just nothing but skin at this point. You
It
know
is.
what I
It's
mean?
getting to a point where I'm just like, I'm fed up with this team. I'm a fan to the end. I'll always
Yeah.
be a Yankee fan. I love the Yankees, but I'm getting very this team gives me more gray hairs. I'm getting tired of the losing. It's 11 years. How many more times are we going to see this team lose and do the wrong thing? Why don't they just be smart for once? Change their approach. Go out and get hitting. Get some clutch hitters. Sign LeMayu back and get pitching. They don't listen to the fans, and I hope he listens to your videos, Brian Cashman, or someone's listening.
Yeah, man. 2019 for me was the worst year for the Yankees, man, in my opinion, because
And then the Red Sox.
it's like even though they hit hitting or whatever, it's like they did nothing to they had no. It's like the pitching was the worst I ever seen, man. The pitching was worse.
Yeah.
I never
Man.
seen no pitching like that on the Yankees ever, where they give up a run in the first inning every game. You know what I mean? It was like, wow, I never seen this, man. And then we have to come back with the next man up and all this. Man, that was crazy, man. I can't live another season like that.
I'll tell you though, 2019, really, they were magicians. With all of the injuries that they had in 2019 and the struggles with the pitching, like you were talking about, they still pulled out 103 wins. And I meant to say they lost to the Astros in 2019, but lost in the division series to the Red Sox in 2018. And Michael, I wanted to let you know I'm an older guy, and my first Yankee game took place when I was a 5-year-old going into kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
my
great.
grandfather
That's awesome.
brought me to my first game as a 5-year-old, and it was Mickey Mantle Day. He was retired. He had just retired, and they were having a special day. It was a doubleheader, and I was a 5-year-old, and I remember it, from a child's point of view, and I remember it much better from the old videos. And then, of course, all through the 70s, 80s, 90s, right up to today, I've been getting to Yankee Stadium for many decades. My teams in the 70s were Thurman Munson, Chris Chambliss, Mickey Rivers, Reggie Jackson, Ron Guidry, Catfish Hunter, Goose Gossage. Those were my teams when I was playing in Little League and junior high school.
They're definitely legends. My cousin went to Yankee games in the 70s and 80s and told me stories how crazy it was back then, how the stadium was a lot different back then. And if you would go to Yankee Stadium,
it was wild. The 70s were crazy. I mean, during the 76 playoffs, when Chris Chambliss hit the home run against the Kansas City Royals in '76 to put the Yankees into the World Series against the Cincinnati Reds. I mean, craziness was going on. They did not have the security that they have now. People were throwing batteries down on the field and paper, and then they charged the field. They used to charge the field after the Yankees won the championship, and it was crazy. Thousands of fans would charge the field. You could see the old film clips of that on YouTube.
He said that my cousin went to go see a Yankee game in 1977. It was bat day for Reggie Jackson, and he told me that when he went to the Yankee game, he was trying to get a bat, and he said he saw people getting jumped like under the stadium, like where the stadium is like that underneath tunnel. They were like jumping people. That's how crazy it was. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, it was a wild time period, and I actually went to 2 World Series games in '78. I went to game 3, the New York Yankees versus Los Angeles Dodgers, and then game 3, Ron Guidry was pitching, and Ron Guidry did not have his best stuff that night, and the Dodgers were hitting hard shots down the third base line, and Greg Nettles was making amazing plays. And I was sitting on the third base side, and then I went to game 5, and the Yankees won that game. I believe it was 11-3 over the Dodgers, and they had a pitcher by the name of Jim Beattie who was pitching for them in game 5. I don't know if you remember Jim Beattie. Well, he's before your time, but Jim Beattie was a
I'm familiar with most of everybody on the 70s. Yeah, I remember all those players, even though I was before my time there.
But yeah. But you're a very knowledgeable Yankees fan, Michael. And what I'm going to do is, if 21 is a better year for us, and we're able to actually get into Yankee Stadium, I'll treat you to a seat, and the 3 of us can go together.
Oh yeah, I hope so. And I was going to ask you guys too, where do you think JT Realmuto is going to go? That's an interesting. Because they're saying now the Phillies. I know they want him back, but where do you think he's going to wind up? You think he's going to the Mets or?
I pray he goes to the Mets.
Yeah, I don't want him to go to like the Dodgers or any of those other teams, like the Astros, or I don't think he'll go to those teams.
Because I want to see the Mets do good. It's like it's whack without the Mets as a good team in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just don't like their fans, because their fans are getting way too like overconfident, and they're getting too cocky because they got
get crazy.
Owner.
They get stupid. I know. I like that though. Because we don't have nobody else, man. It's like all we got is them. You know what I mean?
But their fans think it's over already. They think they won the World Series, and they haven't made one single move yet, and they already think it's in the bag for them. Why don't they try making a move first before they can start talking? Because they're still going to always be a little brother to the Yankees in my book. So.
Oh, yeah, man. But, hopefully this new owner, man, puts in a lot of money, and they can, win a World Championship or get close to it. But it's going to be hard, man, and that division that they in, man.
Yeah, they'll make like 2 moves. I think they'll probably sign Realmuto and probably sign I guess maybe Trevor Bauer. I mean, he hearing that they don't want to trade for Lindor because they want to keep that shortstop they have, Ahmed Rosario. So I don't think doesn't look like they're going to go in the direction of trading for Lindor. So it's one of those signings, and they didn't even say anything about George Springer or Michael Brantley. So they actually did say they're interested in Springer. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
one of those signings.
yeah. I mean, Springer would do good on the Mets, though.
Yeah.
You know, they need a center fielder, but they need a good infield though too, man. They need.
Their infield is see that's their problem. The Mets they don't have a good infield. Outfield
DX,
they have the opposite that we have the
DX,
pitching
can you hear
problem. They
me?
have the hitting problem.
Go ahead, Roger. Go ahead, Roger.
I just wanted to say my chest is bothering me a little bit tonight. So what I'm going to do is you and Michael continue on, and I'm going to sign off for now. But I'll be on video again on Tuesday. Okay?
All right, cool, man. We're gonna end it shortly anyway, too, man.
Okay. So you and Michael continue on, and I'll definitely be on video on Tuesday when we come back. But I'll tell you, Michael, unfortunately, I have a cigarette habit, and occasionally you get an irritated chest, when you have a crummy cigarette habit for as long as I have. And I'm feeling just a little bit under the weather right now. So I'm going to sign off now. And you guys take care. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, BX. Take care, Michael.
Yeah, man. I'll talk to you
Have
then.
a good one, man. Have a great one.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All righty.
Have a great one. All right, man. So Ballmer. So I was gonna say, it was great talking to Roger. So the Yankees really could sign they could realistically, technically, they could sign 3 big names, right? If they want, right?
I believe they can.
Yeah.
I
mean, they
believe
could
they can.
because you were just telling me, the particulars earlier, and you were telling me that their luxury tax is not. What does it stand at right now? What's their payroll? That's what I'd like to know. What the payroll is.
It's 180 million, something around there.
Yeah. So then, what is this team? What are we doing over here? All right, let's do this. I wanted to talk to you about this. Leave at the bullpen. I don't think they need any other big arms because they always add to the bullpen. All right. So now let's focus on the pitching. They need 2 starters. They could sign Bauer, or they could trade for a starter via trade, or sign one. Which I don't think if they sign Bauer, it's going to most likely be a trade if they get a second pitcher. So they could do that. Those are 2 moves, and then they could obviously they're going to re-sign with Mayhew. That's 3. So then they could sign the catcher that you said. So what are the Yankees doing here? I don't understand. What are they trying to prove?
I mean, even if they go 240 million, let's say. I mean, that's still.
Let's add up. Let's add up the money. If you sign LeMay too, what do you think he's gonna get? He's probably gonna get like 120 million.
I'll tell you right now. Let me see. It's
5 years.
He could get 4 years, 88 million. That's 20 million a year.
Okay, so then that adds up to what's their payroll gonna be if signs? It's still not gonna be over the luxury tax, right? Yeah.
No, it's not. With some proposals that they got, it could go up to like 230 million.
Yeah. So and if they sign Bauer, he wants like 160. And I'm hearing that he wants like 4 or 5 years or something.
Yo, so listen to this. Listen to this. What they wrote. Listen to what they wrote.
All right.
Trade for Cubs starting pitcher Kyle Hendricks, $12 million. Give up Clint Frazier, $2.1 million. Starting pitcher Clark Schmidt, that's a $500,000. Albert Abreu, $500,000, and that'll bring you to $214 million.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? But you can't get rid of Clint Frazier or Clark Schmidt.
No, we need Clint Frazier, and we need that outfield because we got Judge and Frazier and Hicks now, and their outfield is what's like really their strength. Their infield seems to be like their downfall, like their weakness. But I think you got to keep Frazier. He seems to be like a mainstay on this team now, so I don't see him being traded unless we trade for a great pitcher. That's the only way I see him going. But I don't see this guy getting traded. No way. Andujar's going to get traded. I think he might be in a trade.
Yeah, he's not doing well down there in the Dominican Republic. He ain't doing well down there. And
he's done.
Clint Frazier.
I can't believe they haven't traded him by now. I thought he was going to be gone.
Yeah, I think it's coming to an end with this guy. But Clint Frazier, he's trying to take somebody's job over there, though. He's playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't blame him, man, because I think he's a good player. They just got to give him a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Clint Frazier's really good, and like I told you a million times, you got to trade Gary Sanchez, man. I'll be shocked if he's back. So wait a minute, if the Yankees don't pick up the tomorrow's the non-tender thing, if they don't pick up the option, that means he's gone, right? He's not going to be back, right?
I'm not sure, man. I can't confirm that right now. I'm not off the top of my head. I have no idea.
Yeah, because I thought if they don't give those guys whatever, I don't know if it's the arbitration or the non-tender thing. I think it is considered part of the arbitration. But I think if the Yankees decline Sanchez, then yeah, I think he's pretty much gone.
Well,
Right?
I think they're gonna. Well, I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna take Sanchez back, but I think he's gonna be trade bait.
Yeah,
because I think they have to sign him. You know, like it's like you have no choice type of thing. You know what I mean?
wouldn't personally sign him back, but if they're gonna, I mean, I don't know what they're trying. What do they want to see from this guy? We've seen enough. I mean, it's been 4 years of a disaster. I don't know what you're gonna see differently this time around. I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you've been seeing the same movie every year. It's like, my God, I can't live it no more.
That's the problem with the Yankees. They don't they keep thinking they're gonna run the same exact team out every year, and it's gonna be different. Like they're gonna get lucky, but they're not. That's the problem with them. They're too loyal to their team. They don't want to make sacrifices. They have to make changes on this team, and they don't want to do that. And that's why they never win the World Series, because they don't make these changes that everybody wants to see. They just keep bringing back the same guys every year. It's just the same. It's the same movie, like you said, and that's why we don't win. But we need to make these changes. We need to trade Sanchez. We need to get a better starting pitcher after Garrett Cole. They don't make these moves, and this is why they don't win. And sorry, Brian Cashman is not a good GM. He just doesn't pull the trigger on these things, and he just keeps throwing out the same exact team every year, and that's why we lose. I mean, you can't win like that. You just can't win.
Brian Cashman is the godfather over there, man. You gotta kiss the ring and all that, man.
Yeah, they just keep going. They're going off of all the other championships that he's won, but he was only really part of one. That's it, 2009. I don't hold him responsible. I mean, I don't think he was a part of those other titles, because he was basically underground. He was more of an assistant GM. He was. I mean, '98 he was really took over, but I don't know. I mean, they just give him credit for everything. It's
in the old stadium, he was hyped up in the whole stadium, though.
He was hyped up. He was hyped up for 20-something years.
Yeah, man. And the last 10, he dudded out. He's a dud now. He's really a dud.
He's a dud. He's like a car that's old, that's stale, that you got to get rid of it. You got to throw out.
It's I don't know. I don't understand. You watch the baseball game on TV, right? I watch the baseball game on TV. He watching the baseball game on TV. What game are you watching? Right? If you see it, I see it. He gotta see it.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know what he's watching. He maybe he needs his eyes checked or something. Maybe he's blind.
Right? And if people and like you said, people screaming at you, we need pitching, and you still don't do anything about the pitching.
No, he doesn't. He just signed Cole. That's it. What the Yankees do, if they do anything, they make one big move, and that's it. I told you, it's half-ass the Yankees. They do half-ass things. They don't do a complete thing that we want to see them do. They don't make 3 big moves, 2 big moves. It's one giant move, and then that's it. They just feel like they're going to build around that one thing, like they got Cole, and they think that everything is going to rely on Garrett Cole, but you can't just win with one player.
And right, but wait, they bought the last pitchers that they got, like the Ottavinos and these guys. Yeah. They purchased them off of just analytics.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. Hoping
that they're gonna be good when they buy them. Meanwhile, they wasn't good at all. They just had fluke years.
You know what the Yankees basically are? They're it's like a brand new car. It's like a Lamborghini, but you know what? It's a Lamborghini without the wheels. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a Lamborghini without the wheels. You can't drive a car without wheels. That's basically what the Yankees are.
Yeah, man.
They do the same exact thing every single year, and they don't learn their lesson. I don't know why, and they just let everybody down. That's why we don't have any hope for this team.
Yeah, man, it's getting that way, man, where they gotta do something about it, man. It's time to change it up. You know?
Yeah, it's time for a change. It's time to get rid of Cashman. they got to make some.
They
Really
all their
drastic
jobs is
changes.
on the line, man. I think after this year, especially,
Aaron Boone too. I think he's going to be in the hot seat.
yeah, after this year, I mean, last year you can't really judge everybody and every player on what they did because of the pandemic season and all that.
Yeah.
I get it. But next year is your year to be
Yes.
evaluated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Evaluation is upon us, and we got to find out if your ass need to go.
Yep, that's
you
it.
know?
And I think more next year probably than this season is going to be like the season where the Yankees would have to make major sacrifices if they lose again, because you might even have to consider maybe letting Aaron Judge and Gleyber Torres go. Because if they lose again, then I'd like to see maybe possibly like a breakup. And they're going to have to like make major changes because you cannot keep the same team anymore.
Man,
it's like that's it. You can't do this anymore.
Imagine re-signing Tanaka 2 more years.
Oh God!
I can't live like that. I can't do it. I can't do it. I love the man.
Elbow. You don't know when this guy—he's a time bomb. You don't know when that elbow's gonna like go. I mean, he's got the elbow issue.
Yo,
what if he like?
Right. I mean, I'm a big Tanaka fan, man. I got the Tanaka jersey, number 19, and all that.
I mean, I used to like him, but I'm starting to. I'm sorry, but this guy, he's done, man. He's like stick a fork in him. He's done.
Realistically, it's like, yo, it's over, man. It's like, how like in PlayStation, they green little bar go down to red. That thing, his joint is all the way down to red, yo. No confidence, no nothing on there.
I have no confidence in him because he pitched 2 bad games in the postseason, and in the regular season, you see what he does in the regular season. He's up and down. Either he pitches really good, or there's games where he loses it in the 3rd inning. I mean, the 3rd inning, the game is over already. He gives up like home runs, and the game's over. It's like 6-0, and the game's over. 3rd inning.
Man, in 2019, I seen Tanaka pitch like almost a full game in one game. That was it. After that, he didn't make it to the 3rd or 4th inning. It was like he was done.
See, I wish more Yankee fans would think like me and you. See, the problem is the content that a lot of these Yankee fans put out. Not for anything, but they don't like want to speak facts about this team. They just think it's going to be lolly jolly every year. We're going to be a World Series favorite again, but that's not the facts with this team. They have a great team, but they don't show up in the playoffs every year.
Well, if you notice, right, the Yes Network, the Yankees itself, MLB Network, whatever, they don't show nothing negative with the Yankees. If you notice that, they don't talk negative. I mean, MLB does, but because they have
ESPN
to. ESPN
does, and there's a lot of Yankee haters out there. They do. It's just the only one that really speaks positive about them is really the Yes Network. MLB Network kind of goes in the opposite direction. They're like more like 50-50. But I think the other news networks, the other channels for sports, they don't like the Yankees, but they don't want to like make them look bad, I guess, because they know that they're flawed. But they kind of like. I don't know, but we know this team is not. They're not a championship team, man.
Right. What I was just trying to say is that the Yankees don't want to show their faults, or their mistakes. They don't like that, especially in Yankee Stadium. In Yankee Stadium, they don't show no replay that a Yankee player messed up on.
No.
They don't show no replay. Only a replay that he made a great catch or a great hit. That's it.
It's just the same. Yeah, it's too much. Yankee fandom. It's just they favor the Yankees all the time, and I don't like Michael Kay either. Michael Kay is a terrible broadcaster. I don't think he's good.
Yeah, man, you tired of Michael Kay already? He's getting. I like when they have Michael Kay, Ken Singleton, and Paul O'Neill together. Them dudes is funny as hell, man.
I always like Mike Francesa more. Michael Kay just.
Oh, I love Mike Francesa. I love he's the Pope of all radio, man.
Oh, of course, Mike Francesa. I loved them when they was Mike and the Mad Dog. They were the best together. They were great.
Yeah, that was a good team.
But this guy is just, I don't know. He's too much. He's in love with the Yankees. He doesn't want to say anything negative about the Yankees. He's afraid to talk negative about them. Like he has to say every year that they're a World Series favorite. Otherwise, I guess if the guy says anything negative, he could lose his job. So he has to say something positive about them. Like this rotation that they have right now, do you think this is a World Series rotation? Of course not. But he'll say that because, he works for the Yankees. He can't say nothing bad about the rotation. So
That's true, man. Yeah, but let's see, man, what happens in this season to come, man. Because
And if you look at all the other big free agents, there's really nobody else. I mean, that's really it. There's Marcus Simeon. I mean, there's not really any other. There's the other guy, Marcelo Zuna. There's not really any big names. I mean, it's just Trevor Bauer, Muto, Springer, Michael Bradley. I mean, that's really it. There's nobody like big names. There's
yeah, and those are people that we don't even need.
yeah, Liam Hendricks. Yeah, I don't want these guys. Yeah, I don't want any of those cheating players on the Astros.
Nah, man. Nah, no Astros. That'll be horrible. I think they're gonna be. I think those players are banned from playing on the Yankees. Period.
No, yeah, oh yeah, I don't want them on team. But what team do you really see being like a threat to in general this year? There's not going to be a lot of teams. It's usually just really see being the Dodgers, the National League. The Braves are going to be really good, I guess. The Nationals could bounce back. I don't really see in the American League. It's going to be the same teams again. We know the Yankees, the Rays, I guess Cleveland. But I don't really see. I mean, the Yankees, they have a shot, man. They could win, but problem with them is they always fall short. They don't hit with runners in scoring position. They always have that problem every single year. You know that they've been doing that for the longest. They don't hit with runners on base. They just can't get it done.
Yeah, it's true, man. Nah, it's true, man. Yeah, it's true, man. They got to get some spunk up in there, man. It's
Yeah,
sad, but they got money to spend though. I don't get with this luxury crap thing. But anyway, man, let's end the show here. It was a good show,
All right.
man. And
That was great, man.
hopefully the Yankee management gets this luxury tax thing out of their head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so.
and
If you
and
tell
worry
me they
about
can
it.
spend money and they don't have to worry about this luxury tax, and they can spend the money. But anyways, man, it was a great show. Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, and I want to shout out because he's been writing the whole time. And I didn't really get to respond to his stuff, but the Pope of Sports and Entertainment, the Truth. Thank you so much for
All right.
joining us, man. And I'm gonna catch up with you and him and all you guys. So thank you, man.
All right.
So yeah, man, that's the show. It was a good show, and we're gonna
right.
end it there. Thank you to the